Good morning, explorers. I'm Alistair.
I'm Douglas, and this is the Highland Hikers.
Thank you for joining us again for another walk. Today we have been absolutely blessed by the weather gods, I think. The sun is out, there is very light wind in the air, and we are heading up a pretty mighty mountain considering the area we're in. So where are we today, Dougs?
Well, we are on the Isle of Lewis and Harris, and we are about to do an Cliseam, which you can hopefully see behind us, which is a Corbett standing at a height of 799 metres, making it the tallest peak on the Outer Hebrides.
Yeah, and the island to the north, it's quite flat, and then the further south you come onto, it just becomes this big, massive, rocky feature. But Cliseam from miles away just kind of overshadows everything else around, especially with the drive south from Stornoway. But we are heading up the direct route today. We have done a power of walking over the last few days. I'm knackered. There is another route you can do, the horseshoe, which is a much longer one, and to be fair, I think is the better walk to do. However, there is no way I'm getting around that today, so we are just going to head up the direct route, and we should get some absolutely stunning views, I think, from the top.
Yes, like you still get fantastic views of the horseshoe ridge itself when you're up the top here. So if you just want to get the peak bagged and get the views, then the direct route, absolutely fine. As well, because we are quite short on time and we've got a lot of touristy stuff we want to see and do around the island. This direct route's about a half-day walk, whereas if you did the full horseshoe, you'd be taking pretty much the whole day to do that, and we wouldn't really get to do anything else. Yeah,
so we're hoping to be finished for lunchtime and then start seeing some other things on the island.
So we have done the easy part of the ascent now, where you follow up the river for most of it, although it is particularly boggy heading up there, so you need to kind of watch out. Yeah,
you want to stick to the south side of the river, which is the left hand side as you're looking at Cliseam. There is a path on the right, but you don't want to follow that one, keep on the left hand side. But we are about 400 metres up the hill, or sorry, we're at 400 metres kind of altitude. We've still got another 400 metres to go, but it looks like we're just there almost. It doesn't feel like there's another 400 metres of ascent to go.
Yeah, it's not far in distance from here, but we have the steep section coming up that you can see behind us. Looks quite rocky and bouldery, but the route description does say there is a path that weaves its way up, so we're going to try and find that and follow it so we avoid any kind of potentially tricky sections.
Yeah, and the views behind us are starting to open up. You can see back over to the mainland and some of the mountains back over that way as well, so it is already proven to be a worthwhile walk.
It certainly is.
So we have reached the summit of Cliseam at a height of 799 metres. It was a fairly steep ascent, however it has been absolutely worth every single step and bit of sweat that's poured off my head on the way up here to get these absolutely spectacular and stunning views.
Yeah, we've got some fantastic views up here. You can see along to the horseshoe part of the walk that we mentioned earlier that does look pretty fantastic. You can also see over to Luscantire Beach that we're hoping to visit tomorrow. And what's pretty cool is, so we're on Harris at the moment, which is the southern part of the Isle of Lewis and Harris. And this is the very rocky part of it, but if you look north towards Lewis, it's just really, really flat, and it's two very contrasting landscapes.
Yeah, you can see like it's just like two bits of land mashed together. It is like very, very flat, like you mentioned earlier. Not something that you're used to seeing in Scotland, I'd say, unless you come to some of these islands. But have you enjoyed this one?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think it's been the best weather we've had of the 4 days walking that we've done, and a place I've never been to before. So yeah, really enjoyed today's walk up, and looking forward to the rest of what we see and do.
Yeah, I think I'm happy now. So we've got all the walking. Well, I say all the walking. We're still going to get back down, I suppose, but I'm happy we've got that all done. I can relax a wee bit now. But the walking has been spectacular over the last few days, and I'm glad we've made the effort to come up and do this. So, but we shall have a wee spot to eat, and we'll head back down the hill.
Well, we're almost finished the walk now. You can possibly see the car park in the background behind us, so we thought now would be quite a nice place to close it out. I've really enjoyed today's walk. How about you?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I was saying to Douglas earlier, I had contemplated not doing it at all, but I'm glad I did. It is well worth the very steep ascent. If you can get the path that heads upwards, follow it, and it'll take you all the way there. It's absolutely brilliant, but finding that after the kind of middle section of the walk is a wee bit tricky. But you know, stick to the Walk Highlands route and you should get it. But it has been a great day, hasn't it?
Yeah, really enjoyed it. Hopefully the weather keeps like this for the next few days as we continue our adventures around Lewis and Harris.
Yes, and we shall see you on another hike.